Welcome back, guys, to the wonderful world of squid. You'll see Bob in the background there, farming away. You've noticed as well, the farm behind us is all wheat, and Bob only does wheat now. And like I said last episode, we're going to look into separating the farms. That's exactly what I've done for us this time. So we've got two smaller farms for the potatoes and carrots because we don't need as much of them as we do wheat. So I know wheat's used for a lot of other stuff like breeding animals, making bread, maybe make some toast. Some toast. But I took the liberty of making the farms, the workers, the upgrades, the hoes. We've also got work orders, which are really easy to make work orders. So I'll show you that quickly. I got some midnight black dye from some orchard flowers. Put that with some bone meal, it makes grey dye. We pop to the crafting table, we stick that in there. With one grey dye, bit of paper and a plank, we'll make a work order. Really easy, really simple. And I just made 6. That's okay, we're going to need more of them in the future anyway. I don't think we use the grey dye for anything else. So we're straight off the bat, we're going to get these farms put down. They should fit perfectly in the sections. We're going to get the workers down in a home with Bob here. Good old Bob. Take the first one down. Bloop. Sort him out straight away. We'll call this one Bob Carrots. I think that's yeah. Bob Carrots. Tell him to set home here. Give him a hoe. Now we also need to set him a work order. So if we pop up to here and we click Z, look, he's already started working on this. We'll click Z. On this with the work order it says 1. We give him that work order. It should only work on this, and if we put some carrots in there, which means he should only do carrots. If we're lucky. If we've done it right. So we do the same with the next one. So we pop our worker down. Hungry. We've got plenty of food in here. If we give him a hoe and call this guy Bob Tatties. We need to set up his work order as well for him. So Bob Tatties is off, he's already on work, we've got a back door. Ooh. Apparently I've set all of these to the one work order, but should be able to change this one to this. Boop. Work order 2. Oh look, I'm like filling it up, I don't want to do that. Oh look at these, yeah I can remove them. Remove them. Work order 1. That. Find Bob Taddies. Put his work order in. He's going to go straight to that farm over there. We give him some taddies to put in there. And that's 3 farms done. Bob Carrots, Bob Taddies, and we should change the name of Bob over here. Capital Bob. Our first farmer Bob, and we'll change him to Bob Wheat. Call him Bob Wheats. And they're all happily working away. Now for this episode we said we would look at quarries maybe, or Tinker's Construct to start getting us some better tools. I think what we're going to do is Tinker's Construct, take our ores down, start getting them smelted, start looking into making a decent hammer and a decent sword. So we got silver, osmium I know was good, manganese, oh we got copper, look, we'll just take it all down, lead, aluminum, take some cobble with us, Let's just start getting this smelted and see what we can make. Oh, look at them go. Look at our farmers go. He's filled this one up already. Got Bob Wheat over here. He's got a massive wheat farm for us. Feel happy with these guys doing what they're doing. As we make some tools for ourselves. Eventually we'll get some armour for him as well. Kit him out. I think the first thing we need to do is smelt the aluminium. We're going to chuck the manganese in there with it. Don't know if this is going to create an alloy. We can find out, won't we? I think it's aluminium and aluminium and iron, I think it was, that creates the alloy we want. Just go find out. Got to grab those iron blocks back. Left them in use. Shouldn't be too bad. Are they still in here? No. I think I turned them all into ingots again. I did. Take 64 ingots and let's try this. Oh, look at them go. We've got villagers everywhere now. They've been breeding. They are everywhere. They're taking over the place. I might have to start slaughtering some of them. Sacrifice them to the potato god. The guy we worshipped to get our taters last time. We stick some iron in there, see what happens. I think this makes us the alloy we want. Can't remember exactly. I'm going to stick all our other ores in here. Wait for it. Nearly there. Nearly there. And we're there. 32 iron. Aluminium. Nope. Can't remember what the... We'll just start chucking stuff in there. See what happens. Oh, that wasn't that. Might be that. Might be that. Might even be tin. Let's just start chucking it in there. See what alloys we get out. Chuck some ferrous, manganese, and tin. See what that creates us. It could be a terrible alloy. It could be a good one. So we'll find out, won't we? Now I know if we go in the tinker's house that was left, slime binding, we should have knife, paper, sword, blade, lime sword, all of that stuff. In here we should have a full guard pattern. We've got pickaxe head, axe head, knife blade, sword blade, hand guards, axe heads. I need to make some patterns as well. Don't remember how to make them. Right, where is it? We've got nickel in there, tin, manganese. Oh, I've made invar. Quite like the look of the manganese. Now, what's this doing? Right, we're back, guys. Sorry about that. I was getting a little bit ahead of myself. Got a bit confused. Completely forgot what I was trying to make. Just completely naffed up, basically. Screwed it right up, didn't I? But I got myself a few little things. Couldn't live without these books, apparently. Couldn't do it without these books. And the alloys are in here, and it tells us exactly which one we want to make. We want to make alumite. And I said it was aluminium and iron. Obsidian with it as well, though. Completely spaced the obsidian. And that's what we're going to make. Now, whilst I was off, got myself a cup of tea. collected a little bit more aluminium because we wasted it a bit. Got our iron, collected 27 obsidian as well. Just to try and get us started straight away. We chuck the obsidian in there, we're going to chuck the iron in there. That should make us our alloy that we want. Just double check that, so it's aluminium, iron and obsidian. Now whilst we're waiting for that to smelt, we're going to get some patterns made. We're making a hammer and a sword. Now we've got the full guard. We're going to make a special sword. You can only find these full guards, you can't craft these full guard patterns. It makes you a special sword. Apparently it's good, apparently it's just normal. Left and right, this should make a pattern. It does, makes 4 of them. Let's make a few of them. The sticks. Get that all up in there. Make a ton of patterns. Let's get onto the pattern here. Now we need a hammerhead pattern. We've got a pick pattern there. We need binding patterns. And what bindings do we need? If we pop over to this table here, it should tell us what we need. So a pick needs a small binding. Looks like a large tool rod. Just a handle, tool binding and a handle. The sword we needs got full guard, we need a sword blade and a handle. And the hammer we need, that we can't make on this table. We need to upgrade the Tinker's table there, which we can do quickly. Let's have a look at Tinker's. Let's try and find that table quickly. Tool forge, stencil table, so it's just an upgraded tool forge in it. Part builder. Let's have a look. What is that? Tool station. Which is essentially a tool forge, isn't it? You should know this. You should know this. Tool forge. Let's just take a look at that. Almost shape craft if we want to do that. Read tool station. Block of iron, seared bricks. Have we got any of that? I think we just stuck all our iron in there. Alumite! We got some alumite! Woo-hoo. Let's get this. Let's check the house. I'm sure we got a couple seared bricks left. Hopefully we have. Big hopefully in. Load of stuff in there. Looking for seared bricks. Seared bricks, seared bricks. Can you see it for me? It's blind as a bat when it comes to this. We haven't got any. We can make some. Ever so quickly. That is gravel. Gravel in here. No. Get some gravel in here. Put 2 gravel here. We are going to pop here. There. Grout. 64 grout. Let's get that in the furnace. The furnace right here. So whilst this smelts, we will get back onto the other stuff we need to make. Run out of the house that way, it's probably the quickest way. And what is it we need? We need a sword blade, stencil table, stencil, let's put more in there. That is tool rod. Tough rod. I think it's the tool rod we need. Binding and a sword blade, knife blade, sword blade. Oh look, we already had one of them. Should open our eyes, shouldn't we? What else did we need? Pretty sure you're going to need some plates, large plates for the hammer, I'm sure of that. So we need a tough rod or a tool rod? Tool rod. Pick the tool rod. To upgrade this so we can see what the hammer is. But it looks like we've got our first lot set up, so we're going to make stone versions of this so that we can cast what we want to cast. Stone. Hop back to our house. This is why we built the blacksmith so close to this house. We need this table. This sword blade. Definitely going to have cast for it. Take that out. Hammer's definitely going to have a cast for it. The pickaxe head definitely going to have a cast for it. Now, don't need that sword blade there. Rod, we're going to have a cast for. Right down there. We're going to do a paper guard, and tool binding are going to be paper. Large plate, we will take a cast for that as well. So that should be it for our stencils there. We pop these all in here. Not all of them, we need the full guard and the tool binding still. Which we're going to make out of paper. If we make them out of paper, we can add an extra modifier to it when it comes to the adding modifiers to our tools. Oh, Bob's still working away there. I feel like we should talk like a farmer when we walk past Bob. We'll get some paper. Gonna need some more iron when these blocks are done. 18 there. 19 there. Is that enough to make us our 3 blocks? It is enough to make us our 3 blocks. Put that back in there. Jumping out with your... Let's go upgrade that table. And then we should be able to see the hammer. Let's take that. Jump on that. We need 4 iron. I've just made a... I can just go on the floor. What am I doing? What am I doing? We need 4 of them. Wasting iron, you know. Doing. That's okay. I'll just stick that back in the smeltery. I'll smelt this right back up for it. Then there, and tool station there. We got a tool forge. Put some of this stuff in here. That in there. Pull that back. Put the iron in there for now. Pop our forge down. Now look what it's open. Shurikens. Large sword. Cleaver. Ooh. Now should have a hammer on here as well. Which is the first one. We need a tough rod for the hammer. See? Didn't get it all, did we? Tough rod. Which we will make a stencil for that as well. Stencil, you know what I mean. One of them for that. On that. Because we're already here, we can make the binding for that. And paper binding for that. Now the hammer. The hammer. What are we gonna do about the hammer? It's getting dark outside as well. It takes 2 plates. We might make a paper plate as well as a normal plate to accompany it, so we can add the extra modifier. I don't know if that will work, but we're gonna give it a go anyway. So we take the pig. We can get into the pack chest from here. I don't know why I've done that. pop the plate on there. Right, that is absolutely everything. So first things first, let's make some, we're going to need to make some cast. If we come back in a moment, I'll get all the cast made. I'll get the items made with the alumite, because this is going to take some pouring and some time. So I will see you in a moment, guys. Now, that's just back, guys. I got everything smelted down, all the cast made, the alumite poured out. I also done some osmium for the items as well, and you'll see here. So we got alumite hammerhead, osmium tough rod, and an osmium large plate, and a paper large plate for the hammer. Same with the pick, alumite head for the sword, paper bindings, and then osmium tool rods, because as we're a squid, we love a bit of blue in there. We're always going to have a bit of blue everywhere we can have it. So I think osmium's a great way to go for that. If we go straight to this, we can make the hammerhead. Make the hammer itself. Now we've got to think of a cool name. Oh, look at that hammer, that's looking good. Doesn't do much attack. Mining level cobalt, we can deal with that. Mining speed. Yeah, it's good enough, isn't it? 4 modifiers remaining, we can modify it as much as we want now. Should we call it Benny Basher? I think that's a good name for it. There's our hammer made. Ooh, an achievement as well. That hammer. Let's quickly get everything else done as well. So we got pick to make. What are we on there? Oh, that's the modifiers, that's right. I am losing it tonight, I'll tell you that. It's not going well for me. We got a pick, reinforced as well. Writable. Mining speed 8, mining level cobalt. We're going to be happy with that definitely. 4 modifiers remaining. We can even upgrade from cobalt, which is fantastic. We're going to call this guy Pick Pictolo. Now we need to make a sword. Now, like I said before, the full guard you can only find in villages. Fantastic looking sword you'll make. Look at that, like a cleaver. Not so much a cleaver. Scythe? Nah, not scythe. Go scythe somewhere. Alright. You know what sword. And it does 3.5 hearts, but we can add quartz onto that. There's lots of it. That sword. Should probably get a texture pack for these, but probably not gonna. We've got first 3 tools, and whilst we're off camera, we'll replace all these other tools as well. So the axe, the lumber axe, and the shovel. Probably get an excavator as well, and also the hoe, because we always got to have a hoe. We'll keep our hoes in line. But for today, guys, I think that's more than enough. We've managed to make 3 of the tools we wanted. We've got our farmers all up and going. Let's go check on them actually. So they're in here, wanting food, greedying it up. Yeah, you can have my 26 pork chops. Now we're going back to work. We're going to need to think about making couriers to take whatever they farmed out. Which, by the way, doesn't seem like they're farming anything. They're just putting resources back in at the moment. Wow, Bob Wheats is doing good for us. So we'll turn this into food and supply them with food. So they have a high demand, and hopefully these guys will actually start doing something. Maybe looking at finding some way of either automating it. Cool. I just jumped on that. That means we picked up a tray. He's already picked it up. Yeah, we're going to need to get some couriers sorted at some point to get these farms going properly, and maybe look at automating them as well soon. But first we're going to do a quarry, because it'd be nice to get some ores up and running so that we can get some armour, some better tools made for the gents over there. But for the quarry, we've got some fantastic ideas in mind. I'm thinking about building a mine, like building down so the quarry's underground, creating an area completely underground. I think it'll be a really good build. But until next time, we will look at that then. We've got our villagers roaming around everywhere. I think this is a good place to create the mine house as well, so where the miner will go for his food, his home. This is going to be his home. We can create the mine in here as well, or just outside, so we can expand from here and just go outside here. Beautiful looking place for it. Fit in really nicely there. I think it'll do really well. Got all this space behind. Animals pooping everywhere. But, oh well. And a cow. And we can try out our sword. Pictolo. Boom! 7 hearts. 1 cow. Earned the achievement, got some leather. Not going to grumble at that, are we? We always need our leather. But for now, guys, holding me leather in hand. Our Bob Tatties and Bob Carrots working hard. Our villagers getting all up in their grills. We're going to have to slaughter some of them. And that is for us for tonight, guys. So bye-bye!